The Federal Executive Council reconvened after a month's hiatus and a 2 week vacation by President Bola Tinubu. After months of speculation, the president finally announces a sweeping cabinet reshuffle aimed at boosting government efficiency. The shakeup includes a major restructuring, reassignments of ministers, dismissals, as well as appointments.
The president has approved the immediate implementation of 8 far-reaching actions to reinvigorate the administration's capacity for optimal efficiency, pursuant of its commitment to deliver on its promises to Nigerians. The 8 actions approved by the president include: 1. As the Minister of Information had already told us, the renaming of the Ministry of Data Development to Ministry of Regional Development to oversee the activities of all the regional development commissions. The regional development commissions to be under the supervision of the new ministry are the Niger Delta Development Commission, the Southeast Development Commission, the Northeast Development Commission, and the Northwest Development Commission.
Shehu Diko will lead the National Sports Commission, while Sunday Dare, former Minister of Sports in the Muhammadu Buhari administration, is appointed as the special advisor to the President on public communication and orientation. Additionally, the Ministry of Tourism has been merged with the Ministry of Arts and Culture, creating the Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, now led by Hannatu Musawa. Tinubu wielded the big stick, dismissing 5 ministers as part of the sweeping cabinet reshuffle.
These are the following ministers who have been discharged, and as you know, the president met them this afternoon to thank them for their services for the nation. They are as follows: Barrister Uju Ken Ohaneye, Minister of Women Affairs; Lola Adejon, Minister of Tourism; Professor Tahir Mama, Minister of Education; Abdullahi Muhammad Guazo, Minister of State Housing and Urban Development; Dr. Jamila Bio Ibrahim, Minister of Youth Development. So only 5 ministers were discharged.
10 ministers have been reassigned to new portfolios. Yusuf Sununu, previously Minister of State for Education, is now Minister of State for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. Tunji Alausa, former Minister of State for Health, has been elevated to the role of Minister of Education. Abubakar Momo, who once led the Niger Delta Ministry, now oversees the newly created Ministry of Regional Development. Uba Amadou, who served as Minister of State for Steel Development, has been reassigned as Minister of State for Regional Development. Doris Uzoka Anyete has transitioned from the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment to become Minister of State for Finance. Senator John Eno, previously in charge of sports development, is now the Minister of State for Trade and Investment following the dissolution of his former ministry. Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim moves from Minister of State for Police Affairs to Minister of Women Affairs. Ayodele Olawande, who was the Minister of State for Youth Development, is now the Minister of Youth Development, and Dr. Salako Adoboye, formerly Minister of State for Environment, takes on the role of Minister of State for Health. In addition to these changes, President Tinubu has nominated 7 new ministers, pending Senate approval. The nominees include Dr. Nentawe Yiwatda as Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Bianca Odinaka Odumegu Ojukwu as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Muhammadu Megari Dingyadi, who previously served as Minister of Police Affairs under former President Muhammadu Buhari, has been nominated to replace Simon Lalong as Minister of Labour and Employment. Lalong had left the administration to focus on his position in the 10th Senate. Others are Jumoke Oduwole as Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Idi Mukhtar Maha as the Minister of Livestock Development, a newly established ministry. Swaiba Hamadu has been nominated as Minister of State for Education, while Yusuf Atta is nominated as Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development. The President had set up a Central Delivery Coordination Unit led by Hadiza Bala Husman to measure the performance of his ministers. This shake-up comes after months of anticipation and follows President Tinubu's earlier warning to members of his cabinet about underperformance issued 10 months ago during a retreat. No doubt this reshuffle raises expectations on performance as the administration faces pressure to deliver on its promises and address Nigeria's pressing challenges. From the presidential villa, Adesuwa Omorwan, Arise News.